Welcome back to Smart Notebook. In this training you will learn the intermediate skills that you will need to create a Smart Notebook presentation. We're going to begin with your sidebar. As I click on the fourth tab, you're going to find out how to change the color of the slide background. Your first choice is solid fill, gradient fill, pattern fill, or image fill. If you select solid fill and pick a color, your background changes that color. If you choose to do a gradient fill, you can choose two colors and it will fade from one color to the other. A pattern fill allows you to select a pattern, or an image fill allows you to select an image from your computer that will become the background. I'm going to select gradient fill, pick two colors like yellow and let's do a blue. And because I have auto hide checked down here, when I click on my background, the sidebar goes away. The first thing I'm going to do after changing the background is put in my objective, title, and any directions that you would like to include on the slide. I simply click on the background, and then I put in an objective. And for this objective, we're going to have students will match a shape with its name. Click off onto the background, and then I can adjust the size. Might be a little bit big. I'll adjust it back down. I'll just put it up in the corner. For a title, I'll pick a different color. I'm going to call it Shapes. Make it a little bit bigger. The next thing I'm going to show you is the Shapes tool. By clicking the Shapes tool, you can see the different shapes that are available, like a circle, or a triangle, or a square. If you select your object and either right-click or go back to your properties, you can change the color. Since I can't see my shape right now, I'm going to move the shape, click the down arrow, and select Properties. Here I can choose the color of the inside of the shape. I can also change the line style to a thinner line or a thicker line, or also the color of the line. We'll go with a nice medium, and we'll go dark blue. I repeat that same step for each shape. Color that one green. And this one will color purple. I've got my three shapes. I can also then take the shape, grab the red dot, and while clicking and dragging that green dot, I can change the tilt of that shape, or the white dot will change the size. If there's a shape that you don't see that you would like, you can use the shape recognition pen. With that, you can draw any type of shape, and it will become lines. You can then do the same thing we did with the other shapes. Either go to the sidebar or go to Properties. You can fill in the color. If you don't like that shape, simply select it and delete it using the red X. If I wanted to group two objects together, I can click and drag and highlight both of those. Once you get the blue dot box around it, you know that both objects have been selected. You can then click one of the drop down arrows and go to Grouping and Group. hotkey. You could also use Control G as a keyboard shortcut. Now those two objects are connected and they will move together. They will rotate together. And they will delete together. We can undo that delete and get them back. If you would like to write inside of a shape, you can put the writing that you would like, such as square. We'll highlight it. We can change the color to a light color. I select the word, change the size, and I can place it right over that object. But the problem right now is they're not grouped, so I would have to select both of them, click the drop down arrow, and group them. We also have a magic pen. A magic pen will allow you to either highlight certain items by drawing a circle around it, then you can move that highlight wherever you'd like it, or you can also use the magic pen just to draw a line or any other shape, and in 10 seconds it will fade away. And there it goes. We also have measuring tools. You can have measuring tools. When you click on the measuring tools at the top, you get a ruler, a protractor, a compass. So we're going to use the ruler. You can then measure that square in centimeters or inches. When you're done with that, click the X and it will disappear. Along the sidebar, if we click the first tab, it shows you the pages you currently have. The drop-down arrow on the box gives you some choices. You can delete the page, you can clear the page, you can insert a blank page before that slide, or you can clone a page. If I clone the page, now I have two of the exact slide. This can be useful when using the page that you've created as a background or a template for the rest of your slides. Along the top, we have a couple other tools. You have a screen shade, which allows you to hide portions of your screen. And to move that slide, you simply put your cursor over the dot and move it in whichever direction you would like. To get rid of it, click the X. The next tool is full screen. In full screen, you can see that it removes the toolbar, the sidebar, anything else on your page. You can then navigate through your slides with the arrow key, and you can return to your regular screen by clicking that button. This one is a transparent background. If you wanted to show what is on your slide or desktop behind Smart Notebook, simply click on that, and then you return to your Smart Notebook. The last tool I'm going to show you today is your dual page display. By clicking on this, it will show you two pages at once. You can then move objects from one page to another page. I hope you've learned something from today's Smart Notebook training. Please check back for advanced techniques.